all that and nothing. Dang it. Technology! Huzzah! Good morning. Good morning. I have been outside searching for the dog. He went on walkabout. That's always fun. I love it when that happens. Um, and he totally disregards his collar anymore. Like he totally disregards it. But I don't have it. It's okay. So it's on beep because I feel bad zapping him if he goes out of his perimeter. But good morning, everybody. But he's also deaf, so I guess I'm not giving him props here. But I had to go searching for him. He's like, "What? What'd I do?" I'm like, it's cold. It's cold, but it's okay. It's all right. So good morning, everybody. I am glad to be back online. As I said a little bit ago, we were up north. Mr. Fry, Sam's Fry's father, was incredibly ill. He's been fighting pancreatic cancer for going on 4 years now. Yeah. And the other day, while we were up north, he peacefully passed away. So we were up there taking care of all of the things that go with that, and being with his stepmom as well. And now we're home. And I need a haircut. Okay, so here we are. Let's do some readings. Let's lighten the mood a little bit. Lisa's such a buzzkill, but things like this happen. This is life, right? We have the ups and we have the downs, and we have the people that we love that come and go, but are they ever really gone? Thank you so much. My father-in-law was an amazing guy. I mean, he really was an amazing guy. And he'll be greatly missed, but he's not really gone. So funny thing, we were babysitting the grandkids, and one of the things Sam's dad liked to do was fish. And this is how we teach, right? He loved to fish, and he fished as much as he could, and he taught Sam how to fish when Sam was little. And we were so busy when our kids were growing up, we didn't get to do, nor did we have the money to take the kids to it and do some of the things we wanted to do. So now, subsequently, Sam's going to go all the guys are going out and they're going fishing in the river this year for walleye. And then I sat with our grandson and I watched fishing videos for about an hour and a half. And I got a call last night from our youngest child, and he's like, "What did you do?" And I'm like, "What do you mean what I do?" He goes, "All day long this kid's done nothing but I want to go fishing. Why am I not going to My Mystical Life?" All he wants to do is go fishing. And I said, "Henry, what kind of fish you want to catch?" He goes, "A big one." I'm like, "Oh, that's my kid right there." Because I love to fish. But this is how we end up learning and teaching others, right? Maybe it took that stirring of memories of some of the things that we really love to do with our parents to help us maybe step forward and do some more with our grandkids. And as our youngest said last night, when I said, "Your dad wants to go fishing with you," is he said, "Well," I said, "but we feel bad that we didn't do it when you guys were younger." He goes, "Well, I'm not dead." So I'm like, okay. And then he said, "Let's go gold prospecting." So North Carolina, here we come. We like to gold prospect. I haven't done that in years since we lived in Montana. Okay, so how are you guys? Can you guys give me a word for your day? How is your day going? I need to share over to My Mystical Life because for whatever reason, I'm disconnected from it where I'm at right now. Nice? That's not it. Yeah, that's it. I have to find myself. I have to find myself sometimes. Share. Let's go over here to a group. Let's do that. That sounds fun. We're going to go here. We're going to go here. I think that's all I have. I'm not sure they'll let me do that, but I'm going to try it. Relaxed. I love it. Amazing. I love it. Good morning, Doc Walls. Good morning. I had some amazing dreams last night, and I'm trying to put the recall to them because I felt like it was something I was supposed to talk about. It's something astrological, too. Well, let's continue. All right. So what we're going to do is Jenny A. I'm thrilled to be live. I haven't been live in a month, which is so unnormal for me. And since I was chasing the dogs, I went and fed the horses, and the horses are chomping away, eating. And then I will, when I'm done here, I will let them out, and all will be right with the world. We have a baby horse due on the 6th of March. I'm very excited for that. Haven't had a baby horse on the farm in years. So we're gonna, probably 5 years. Okay, here we go. Can I get a whoop whoop in the room? Let me see who is here. And we will start doing readings. I feel like I just didn't do this enough. More, let's do that. Let's do that. Done. Next. Publish. No. Okay. All right, here we go. Mo. Connie Joe. Connie Joe. Julie Sandeman. Good morning. Good morning, Hunter. Connie Joe. Connie, it is time to start getting back to nature. They want you to be outside in the green grass. It depends on where you live in the United States right now. It's not a whole lot of green grass growing around, right? But they say if you have, if you're not able to get out in the green grass, and they're saying, hey, are you going through seasonal blues, which is a huge deal in February, isn't it? Yeah, the doggo's in trouble. I had to go chase him this morning. Keep in mind, he's almost 15, and I'm happy he's chaseable. But it was like, okay. I know, isn't he adorable? He's like, it's just not quite right. Thank you. Okay, so if you're going through blues, or you're going through those seasonal blues, okay, Connie. All right, so I never know. The seasonal blues are a big deal for you. I want to tell you to bring in yellow into your life quite a bit. All right. It doesn't matter if it's citrine, if it's a crystal, if it's just the color yellow. Put it around your house. Bring in some maybe artificial flowers. Bring some of that color into the house, or if you have real flowers, and bring in yellow quite a bit. Also, I want you to know that the little. If you feel like you're getting little hints from the other side, like I get toothpicks. When I know my father is around, we find toothpicks. It is crazy. When we know that my father-in-law, Jim, is around, who passed away many years ago, we see 911 because that's his birthday. And so if you feel like you're seeing little things or catching little things that is from the other side, please know that you are. That is absolutely, that's your favorite color. Awesome. That you are absolutely getting signals from the other side. We all do all the time. We all do all the time. And we disregard it as, oh, what a neat coincidence. Or we don't even pay attention because we were taught that we are not that amazing. But we are that amazing. Right, Renee Shellum? Aren't we that amazing? Good morning, Renee. So they want you to start feeling in control and empowered. For you can step forward. That's what they're like. I don't talk like that. They're like, for you can step forward and do great things. Oh, look at that. Okay. Perfect. It just goes with what I was saying. They're like the chariot. Look, this is you. This is the chariot. Let's be more forward moving. Let's get this party started. Okay. And quit feeling as if everybody is out to make you trip. That's a scary looking card, isn't it? But it says, hey, not everybody is out there to create problems for you. There are people that are trying to give people a hand up, not a hand out, but a hand up. Can't make this shit up, right, Renee Shellum? Be in charge of your energy, and all of the wonderful things happen. When you start stepping into your energy, and that beautiful yellow, look at that yellow. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that's so beautiful. Then you start really, really generating all the wonderful things in your life that are supposed to be there. Now, I'm also supposed to tell you that just because you say you want something doesn't always mean that that is what you're going to get, right? Things happen the way the universe thinks is going to work best for us, not always the way we think it's going to work best. Just like a reading. Very rarely do I get this. I mean, very, very rarely, because I haven't been offering a lot of my readings out to the public for a long time. But they are out there, and people just don't know it. I just don't talk about it because this is what when I'm on here. This is what I love doing. So when we are out there doing the things that we're supposed to be doing in the world, okay, and we ask for something for the universe, we cannot dictate it. We cannot say, this is the way I want it to come to me. You say, this is what I want, not need. This is what I want, and let the universe bring it to you in the way that works for the universe. Because if you spell it out, you've made it more difficult, right? The universe, you may say, I would like to have a windfall of money. The universe, you're right, Amy, the universe has a plan. You may say, I want a windfall of money to cover everything that I need to cover. And the universe, and your mind, if you had said, I need to win the lottery, I need to win the lottery to cover my bills, the universe is going, ooh, aren't they in charge? Let's show them. But if you say, I want to be able to take care of all of my bills and have extra money to live comfortably and peacefully, please allow that to flow. You may have money come in from all these different avenues that you didn't even expect. That's what your guides are saying, Connie. Make sure you aren't dictating how you ask for what you want. If you ask for what you need, you're only going to get exactly what you need to cover whatever. Always ask for what you want. Hey, from what? Worcester, did I say it right? Katrina got her new apartment. So yes, because when we receive things, it's because they are divinely given. Live in the emotion of what you want. Live in the emotion of what you want. Imagine you already have it. Do I need to be in a better mood? Let's imagine that I'm already in a better mood and I'm moving forward. Do we want spring? Hell yes, we want spring. We can't really force that one, but damn groundhog. But we can live in the energy of what we want. And then all of a sudden the universe lays it before us. If you haven't watched The Secret, this is for everybody. If you haven't watched The Secret, please, 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 please watch The Secret. The documentary, Divine Timing, absolutely. Watch the documentary, The Secret. I know I was told for years and years and years to read the book. Okay, my brain, I used to be able to sit and read a book in like a day, Meredith. And now my brain just does not focus like that. It should. And I'm working towards that, but it doesn't right now. And that's okay. So I watched the movie and it worked wonders for our family, worked wonders. Okay. Can I get a whoop whoop in the room? Can we get a whoop whoop in the room? Let me see who's here. Could you share out to a relevant group or invite a friend? Winged Wanderer says there's always a plan even if we don't like it. Right? Just take time to step back and reflect to understand. We don't have to always like it. That's a great point. We don't always have to like it because sometimes we ask for peace and tranquility in life, right? This is just an example. If we ask for peace and tranquility in life, and there is a person in our life that is causing the disruption, what do you think the universe is going to do? If it's not that that you don't have money, but you have disruption in another way, I mean, you have to let things play out the way they're supposed to. Shazzy. I love the name Shazzy. You have a very very, very nice energy to you. So let's see. Let us see. And the way I do this, you guys, is this is why I do the whoop whoop. It lets me see who's in the room at the moment. but I don't have a list. Okay. I just don't have a list because I go through energy. Okay. Here we go. Shazzy. Shazzy. Shazzy, you have a lot of angel, and this goes right with the fairy thing. Actually, throughout history, fairies and angels have been intertwined as being the same thing. They're not. They're absolutely not. Angels, and I'm not talking about the angels that we find from Iron Fire. I'm not talking about the angels we find in conventional religion. I'm talking about the entities and the beings that helped with the basic construction of everything, right? The foundations. Um, those are the angels that I'm talking about right now. And I'm also talking about the angel energy, that air energy, that elemental energy, incredibly intelligent person, a good communicator, somebody that should be writing a book, Shazzy. I don't know if you've written a book or you need to write a book or whatever, but they're saying you should be putting pen to paper because you have all that air energy behind you, all of that intelligence behind you, and so much incredible guidance to be able to step forward and be a leader of other people. You're a Gemini. Yeah, that's about right. Okay. I want to talk also about sometimes feeling as if you don't have all of the skills behind you to do things, because from this is what they're saying, you're the seeker. You're the person that's always out there looking, always out there trying to find things. But you're also you also bring in the juggling aspect because once you find them, now you got a new thing you got to throw up in the air, right? Like, now I got to take care of this, but I figured it out and I'm going to do it. So you tend to overload yourself when you find new things you want to do because you are that person that wants to teach other people how to do things. You want to be able to be that bright shining star. But sometimes it's really hard. But you are a creator of so many different things. But whoever's made you doubt yourself in your life, because all these positive things, all this positivity that's radiating behind you, and then there's this knowledge here, right? It's reverse, and it says, why do you doubt yourself? Why do you doubt yourself? What is it that has been going on that brought you to this point where you're afraid to take a step here and there, right? Because you have everything you need to move forward. You have the guidance, you have the intelligence, and that's kind of them going, hey, look, she has the intelligence. She sometimes doubts that. You should be doing maybe public speaking or something that you're getting your words out to other people. And maybe it's time to start looking at that and going, why am I not? What makes me feel this way that that's not going to happen or that's not happening at the moment? Because that could be happening, right? Okay, fine. Calm down, calm down. I put a deck of cards away and they're like, yeah, but pull another card. Okay. Good morning, Heather Johns. How are you this morning, beautiful? If you have not found our page, you can go to, well, click wherever you are. Like, my evil ex wasn't trying to destroy my life. King stalking, sabotage my life. He pays trolls. Gotcha. So here, they wanted me to pull a tarot card for you. So the light fluffy is you. And this is that feeling of being harassed, right? And this is really cool because they're like, this person has no power over you. Like, you have to step away from that. You have to step away from it. It's a mental thing. It's like you're feeling disempowered. You can't make this up. You don't feel like you have any of the things to be able to take care of what's going on in life. And it's time to find your own peace. It doesn't lie because you have everything ahead of you, right? It doesn't. It's time to give less authority to somebody else. And I know I can say that, and that's me on this side of the computer, not in your situation, but that's what your guides say. It's time to take the authority away. You need to start shining your own light. I had someone come into the store the other day. We do have a metaphysical store in Defiance, Ohio, and an online store. I had somebody come into the store the other day, and they asked me how to cut somebody just like this out of their life. Shazzy. He's trying to unalive you. And yeah. So this person come in and they asked this, and the only answer that I could come up with at that moment for this person, which is the same thing I'm going to tell you, because they were asking to buy all sorts of things like crystals and stuff like that was going to help with the situation like you're going through. And the only thing I can say is you need to shine your light brighter and be more seen than him. You need to be living out loud. And this is going to help you create a circle of people that are there for you, not against you. Thank you, Doc. That is, we tend to get into the loop of fear, right? And she says he's trying to unalive her. We get into the loop of fear, and absolutely, I mean that's a reason to fear, right? But even within that fear, we can be brighter. You're a medium as well. Do you write? You should be writing down everything that is going on with you. You should be writing it down. Absolutely. I mean, like journaling. And don't be surprised later on in life when you do that. If you do that, you should, because it's going to help other people. You should be journaling everything that's happening with you. Absolutely. I hope that's helpful. Yeah. And this could be the core of the book, right? Stepping forward out of fear, shining your own light, and bringing light to situations like you're going through. Hopefully that's helpful. All right. Can I get a whoop whoop in the room, guys? Can I get a whoop whoop in the room? I think I'm going to get a haircut today. I haven't had my hair like my hair in a long time. Okay, well, it's attached. It's my hair. But my hair. My fun hair. Okay. That's funny. Heather Jones, I'm supposed to pull you a card. No more than one card. Wow. Love and light to you as well, Shazzy. Absolutely. And I'm also, then this is not a gratuitous plug. I swear it's not a gratuitous plug. But make sure you join like Psychic Starseeds and oh crap, we have a Facebook page. And the reason I say that is a group. The reason I say that is because I feel like you need community. You just need community. If anybody could share, stop. Our link to our Facebook group, Psychic Starseeds. Jessica Morgan, good morning. Okay, this is for Heather Johns. Heather, I think that what they're saying here is sometimes it's good. Christine Emer said it's good to talk forward, be forward moving, and say what you mean. But I think you're hurting somebody's feelings. It says discover your courage. I think you scare somebody. I think you scare somebody, and you maybe need to figure out who that is. It's slow your roll on them because I love you. I bet you do scare somebody. Which is not a negative comment at all, by the way. Heather Johns is amazing. I need an idea of, and I know we don't have all of our My Mystical Lifers, so we do teach psychic development, right? mymysticallife.com. You can go there. It's membership. Super affordable. Missed your face too, Christine. I have not been on. Mr. Fry just popped on as well. We have been dealing with family crisis, and so we have not been in town even for a while. And now we are home, and you think you know. I know. Sometimes when you roll hard forward, it's hard to be able to love on the ones that really, really need just a little bit softer hand. But they were only like, you only get one card. So we do teach psychic development. I'm wondering if we could get maybe just a tentative call of hands on the people that are here who would want to go to Sedona. We have the place picked out, and it's not directly in Sedona because I couldn't find a place for us all. So we'll be able to take in 14 people. It's going to be super affordable, and you'll be able to stay in the facility with us where we have a swimming pool and a meeting area and all of these things. But it's about 20 miles away from Sedona. And I don't know if that's a deal breaker or not. I just kind of, but is 20 miles away too far away, Heather? It's in Cottonwood. They have their own little spiritual community there as well. Matter of fact, the person that owns the facility that we're looking at owns a yoga studio. But I need a little input on whether that's too far away. And it would be September 11th through 15th. And we'll be able to take like in 14 people. So you love Cottonwood. Julie, you're not out that way, are you? It's not that far from Sedona. You'll in a car large size. All right, I'll make it happen today. I just have been on the fence about it just because of that. And I'm like, I don't know. Sam and I have been talking about it, and we really want someplace in Sedona, and we have found them. Okay, but they don't suit our needs the way this one place does. It has a built-in swimming pool and everything. I thought, well, that's nice. It's a perk. Okay, we'll work on that. Well, I'll roll on that today. I have the place picked out. Okay, moving on. Can we get a whoop whoop in the room? Can we get a whoop whoop? Jenny, I'm so glad you're enjoying the classes online. There are so many of them. If you are part of the membership, like where you have over 350 online classes, it can be a lot. It can be overwhelming. So feel free to pop in and ask questions about, where to find what you're looking for, because there's classes on all sorts of stuff. Oh, my thingy's not scrolling. Oh, you live in Ohio. My mom lived in Arizona for 40 years, been many, many times. Okay. Go ahead and book it. Booking it, Dano. Booking it. We're booking Sedona. We've talked about it for a couple years. Okay, there we go. All right, moving on. Is Doc Walls still in here? Doc Walls, are you still here? I think we lost him. Ooh, Iron Firehorse this morning. Let's see. Ooh, I have a couple things my guides are really, really good at. I do have a sinus infection at the moment. Mine just tend to sit there. But they're really good at earthquakes, sinus infections, trips and falls. So make sure, Iron Fire, that you are taking care of your health. Maybe start some elderberry, something along those lines, or like just make sure you're keeping your immune system up real good. Okay. And they're saying make sure you're in Australia. Well, we want to go to Australia. So, so Iron Fire, watch for that. Okay, just make sure you're taking care of your don't get a head cold. That's what we're saying. Don't get a head cold. All right, back to muggling, Mr. Fry. Back to muggling. It's his first day back to work in almost 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks. Oof. All right, iron fire. I feel like you might be a little stubborn. The universe doesn't wait. It doesn't wait, I say. Iron fire, I feel like you're a little bit stubborn, and sometimes it's harder for you to accept things that are being given to you. Okay. Just know that there's some people out there that really love watching you in life, like the way you move forward. Sometimes it doesn't feel like that. And if somebody's trying to offer you help, it's not because they feel like you need the help, but maybe they want to participate in what you're doing. Hi, everybody. So don't discount the fact that other people are trying to be a part of what you do in life. See, that's how you know someone's really stubborn. They're like, who, me? Poor little me. Allow people to be a part of some of the things. No one offers, though. So maybe extend an invitation. Maybe extend an invitation. There are people that watch how you move forward and they feel like you're very, very competent. So maybe extend invitations to be part of some of that. If no one's offering, because here's what your guides are like. This is acceptance. I know that it doesn't say what I say it says, but in my intuition, this says stubbornness. Okay, and that you have the latitude to be able to move forward and do a lot of different things, and that there's people watching you that are wanting to be a part of it, and maybe they're just not asking because you are that moving forward person that doesn't look like they need all the help, right? But you are that bright star that people want to be part of. So kind of oh maybe it's talking about your political work, been busy. Could be, because it's kind of like you're putting off this, I gotta go, I gotta move. Yeah, and of course we know you're doing that here, right? I saw you doing that. So that's there as well. But you put forward this very forward, competent move energy, and people want to be a part of it. So allow that. Allow that. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Katie. Yeah, and Heather knows this. Heather knows this because she puts off this very same energy. She says, if no one is offering, make sure you are approachable. Make sure you are approachable, because that can be difficult. It can be difficult. Cottonwood, Pine, and Payson, lovely little towns away from the heat, seeming hellhole that is Phoenix. Right? Right? Slower pace, real hippy dippy, and close to Sedona, which is now becoming slightly over commercialized. Unfortunately, I absolutely agree with Julie, which is another reason I wasn't so hot to stay right in Sedona. It is so commercial that it feels, anyway. I love Sedona. I want to go, but I want to go for the vortexes and the energy and the ruins and those things. But Sedona itself, the town of Sedona, does hold nothing for me. And suddenly she was blackballed by all of Sedona. You need to recruit drivers. There you go. This is why we do this, right? Maybe I need the help and I just need that nudge to understand that I need it. Absolutely. Moving on. Yeah. Blackballed by all of Sedona. No. But we went to the ruins. We took the side by sides. I have a super funny story about that. We took the side by sides. I'm sure my guys are rolling their eyes at me, overworked and underpaid, right, Christine? Um, I'm a straight, flat girl. I like my roads straight and flat. Hey, Bobby, how are you? I heard you were moving. And we went out to the ruins out there outside Sedona and the cliffs. They're beautiful, beautiful. And we rented a side by side. And Sam drove the side by side out to the ruins, and they have all these great hills, and it's a lot of fun. Oh my God. And what Sam forgot was that I was raised on go-karts and mini bikes. And he was city. And so we get out to the ruins. It was all beautiful. It was so cool. And he got back. We went to go get back the side by side, and I kind of was pouting. I'm like, well, I want to drive. And he's like, oh, it's okay, baby. I got it. And we took off. We went a couple feet. And I went, you know what? I want to drive. I want to drive. So he's okay. He got out. He come back around the other side. I got in the driver's seat, and I said, buckle up. And I hit those curves. I hit those hills. I mean, that side by side, I worked it. I worked that side by side. And and there was a sign at the bottom of this hill. It says, damage is your own responsibility. If anybody's hurt, that's your own responsibility, blah, blah, blah. And Sam's not used to me doing this, right? At all. At all. He's never seen me doing this. And so, and this hill is like this, and it's got these big boulders coming out of it that's going to tip the side by side, and you're still doing this, and you buckle up, Buttercup. So I'm sitting at the bottom, and normally he's like, oh, baby, this isn't a good idea. You shouldn't do this one. And I went, ain't nobody dead at the bottom. That thing up full tilt, up that hill, and we got off that side by side, and Sam, we got to this area, and I'm like, "Do you want to drive for now?" And he's like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, I do." He gets out. If there weren't cactus all over the ground, he'd have been kissing the ground. He was so, oh my God, let me out. It was so much fun. I don't think he'll let me drive a side by side though. Well, it's not a let thing. I had a blast. But I was raised on go-karts, mini bikes, all that stuff over, and we had all this stuff across the street. And that's what we did. And count challenge accepted. Poor Sam. Poor Sam, he's a tolerant man. Okay, moving on. Can I get a whoop whoop in the room? It was so much fun. I had a blast. Oh man, we have pictures of that. None while I was driving though, because he wouldn't let go of shit. Give me pictures. Okay. All right, we're gonna go with Jenny. Jenny, I did you already. Did I do you? No, I didn't do Jenny. Jenny, did I call your name? You never let anyone else drive? Good morning. Not yet. Okay. Oh, okay. Here we go. My horses are in the stalls going, don't harsh my groove. Oh, excuse me. So we have this mare due on the 6th, which is, the horses don't have due dates. So I need to go clean stalls. I'm going to do it tomorrow. While I was gone, stalls got a little messy, but I can't wait. There'll be baby horse pictures all over the place, so watch for those. Okay, Jenny. Thank you. You have trust issues. I know I saw something. Oh, good grief. Stop. Okay. My goodness. Wouldn't even go in an ambulance. I try not to do medical things at all. Okay. Prepare to die first. Don't say that. Okay, Jenny. This is the weirdest thing, Jenny, and I'm just going to start talking about it because I have this person from the other side, and they're talking about snakes. And I think that they're talking about snakes. I'm trying to figure it out because they're talking like Harry Potter, Voldemort, the language that Voldemort's like that. They're giving me that kind of sound. So it's somebody that was either involved with snakes or liked snakes or didn't mind holding snakes, or there's a memory you have about a snake or snakes. Sorry, hitting all those things today, all those fears. But there's somebody on the other side that is they're making these hissing sounds like, and it's not negative or anything like that. It's like a memory. They're talking about a memory where there was a snake involved. Um, or maybe they just liked Harry Potter. I have no idea. But it would have been probably something that caused anxiety, because I also get this anxiety. Do you have any memories that involve somebody that's passed away that maybe they picked up a snake and they showed you a snake, or something along those lines? Because I'm trying to figure this out, and they're not very clear. So I almost didn't even bring them across because it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But I figured I'd tell you about it at least so that you have that option to be able to like, oh, well, I might know who that is. But I'm going to continue on over here and hope that, in a joking way. Absolutely. It would have been in a joking way. Or they had snakes that you didn't like, or they had lizards or some kind of reptile that maybe you were like, I'm not touching that kind of thing. I have no idea. They're still doing it. I don't know what their problem is. Okay, you understand the hissing sound? You understand his hissing sound? Because sometimes it's a hissing sound. I assumed it was a snake because to me it sounded like that, that snake speak on Harry Potter. It sounds just like a hiss, like that. Okay, this makes sense to you. And this is why sometimes, you guys, we're trying to put puzzle pieces together, right? That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to put these puzzle pieces together to be able to get a message across. But what might be to me is not to them. So if we can explain it to them and they go, oh my gosh, yes, I understand that, then now they understand it. But to me, it sounded like Harry Potter because of the hissing that goes with the snake. So this is how we do this. This is how we do it, baby. Okay. My husband would be like, please stop. A slow fart. Okay. I need you to know that person walks with you a lot. They walk with you a lot. And they, what is this? I want to say, because they come up with a song like, walk with the animals, talk with the animals. I don't know what their deal is, but that's kind of the song they come across with, like, as a, this is how you do it kind of thing. Damn autocorrect, right? Hey, Lulu, how are you? So just know that person walks with you. And they also give me this, I love it when they tell me they're walking so close with somebody through this cartoon. And it's an old cartoon. It was the three vultures as they was walking down the street, and they would intertwine each other's legs as they walk forward and like walk together. And that's how they let me know that they're walking very, very closely with somebody. Doesn't matter who it is, by the way, because if they were involved in your life, or if they were close enough to you with a hissing cockroach to be in your soul circle, then that means they play some role in your soul's growth, right? So that it doesn't matter if you think they should be walking that close. They do, because they have played their part. Okay. And once again, this is this seems to be a theme today. Not finding acceptance of yourself in many areas in life. Ooh, that many areas I wouldn't have put in there. But not taking acceptance of who you are in some things. You need to start taking the reins on some things. And this is the first card, acceptance. And it's upside down. So it says you are everything you need to succeed, right? You are everything you need to succeed, and don't always feel that way. So it's time to start. And this is a whole different deck of cards, guys. It's not like I'm pulling the same cards over. It's a whole different deck of cards. And they talk about you being extremely thankful for the things that you have in life, but not actually embracing all of the gifts that you have. Good morning, Vicky Roop. So it's time to, you can't make this shit up. It's time to let go of some of the fears. And do you have, and I'm going to ask a personal question, and because the answer was probably going to be yes, because we all have this here and there, some depression going on. If we have little strings of depression that make us doubt ourselves, because you're powerful. Unfortunately, it was reversed. So, not living in your own power, right? So, the best way I can put this is only look forward. Depression is in the past, anxiety is in the future. Only if you allow it. Only if you allow it. That is within your power. Unless we're going through menopause. It's within your power to be everything that you feel in your heart. Because I think every one of us could say, in my heart, I know I'm amazing. But on the exterior, what I have to put out to the world and what comes back to me may not always feel what our heart feels. Start living in your center. Who knows where their center is? Who knows where their center is? Your center can be, you skipped menopause. Iron Fire, I said that too. I said, I skipped menopause. What I did, and this is a universal thing. I told the universe I will not have hot flashes and I will not have mood swings. And that's all I thought came with menopause. Yeah. Nobody tells you about the itchy ears, the feeling someone's going to poke you, your skin gets dried out. Nobody told you about anything else. There needs to be a list. Surgical menopause. There needs to be a list. When my ears started itching, I was like, what the hell's going on? It's there's so many things. Or the heart flutter. Yeah. So many things. Ridiculous. Anyhow, Tola has directed me. Start living in the moment. Your center is going to be in your chest, in your gut, or in your third eye. One of those places. And you have to follow that intuitively to figure out where you feel you're coming from. Where you feel you can step into. Donna Marie, you can never skip menopause. It hunts you down. I'm not living through menopause, but I am bitching about menopause not because I'm having symptoms. I think it's unfair that women, okay, don't get me wrong. I haven't been to the doctor for it. I did go to the doctor about 6 years ago. It's been longer than that. But the only thing they wanted to do was give me meds for anxiety. And I'm like, but I'm only anxious because I'm in the doctor's office. But we don't have a comprehensive list of the things that happen. So we really aren't educated. Women are not educated about this. They're really not. It's irritating. Okay, sorry. I'll get off the menopause thing. I will. Okay. All right. Hopefully that's helpful. Start living from your center. If you're a member, I can't remember. Yeah, you're a member. In the membership, there is a meditation called your personal Merkaba. I believe it's your personal Merkaba. And that meditation is to help you find your center. And once you find your center, you guys, it is a peaceful, tranquil place. And it's momentary. But once you experience it, it is something you never, ever forget. Because in this life of all the stimulation that we have, it's very difficult sometimes to find that peace and that tranquility. But that's where it's located, is in your soul center. So when you can step into your soul rather than all the things you have going on around you and find that peace, it is absolutely amazing. And then you build on it. Every time you go, you build on it a little bit more. Okay, so try and find that. All right, moving on. Miss Tarot D. Hi, how are you today? Welcome, good morning. All right, I saw a question up here. I am Lulu. She says, Lisa, I'm struggling opening myself up to my gifts. So you have any messages for me? I really need some help. Here's the thing I can tell you, Lulu. And I believe this. I absolutely believe this. Community, self-esteem. Those are the things that let's change that. Self-esteem and then community. Those are your key aspects to opening up spiritually. Can anybody else agree with me on this, where self-esteem is such an important factor to opening up to your intuitive gifts? Believing in yourself, allowing everything to come in and then flow right out your mouth. It's difficult. It can be difficult. It doesn't have to be difficult, but it can be. That's why we opened the membership. It really is. Because when Sam and I first started, because we rose together, we didn't have the community, and it is a big deal. Confidence. Believe what messages you get is real. Right, Donna? It is so true. And people go, well, how did you start reading? To explain the hissing, my boyfriend and I had an awesome beach trip before he passed. We went into a shop and he scared me with a lollipop that had a cockroach made into it. I screamed in the store. Perfect. That's it, right? What a great story. Oh my God. He sounds fabulous. Renee says, yes, finding your self-esteem and treating yourself like a best friend. So I didn't used to do readings like this at all. I would only read through email because I was so afraid in finding Donna Marie's right, in finding others that are spiritual too. I was so afraid of judgment that if it come through an email, I felt better about it. I never got judgment, but when I started to, because they were pushing me to do this, when I started to do this, it's really interesting when you start to see that things work out and people can take what you can give them, what you have to say for them. And then things start to change because your left side of your brain starts to go, oh, now I see this. What a lovely day. Thank you. So your self-esteem starts to rise, and the more confidence you get from that, all of a sudden, there you are. It's so cool. It really is cool, because then all of a sudden you don't even realize why you were nervous in the first place. Yep. Have a fabulous day, Renee. Fabulous day. Yeah. And all of a sudden, there you are. And then you can see yourself a little bit clearer as more of a soul, less of a person. That's important. Seeing yourself as a soul. We're just a meat suit. Our physicality is a meat suit. It's a vehicle, electrical vehicle, to get us from here to there, to walk through the hardest school in all the realms. Okay. This is for Donna. Donna, I want to talk about disengaging from your connection to the spirit realm. Um, they're actually talking about having turned inward into a sense of protection, and less doing outward things. What you do? Because the first one they give me is prayer, and it's reversed. So, like, hey, they do not let you disengage. So maybe slow down on some of the things that keep you pushed out there. Okay, slow down on some of the communication, and give yourself some time to do some protection for yourself. Not meditating. I see, when I meditate, I'm going to out myself here. When I meditate consistently, I might as well sit here and talk in tongues. This is my way of protecting myself in my muggle life, to disengage a little bit. So that is my personal way of doing it, because if not, I would be reading all the time, and I don't want to do that. I just don't. Um, but it's talking about protecting your own personal energy. What's your animal totem? Let's see. Oh, well, that's different. I've never had that before. Well, I've had that one before, but I've never seen that before. So they give me the eagle, sees all sorts of things, close connection to spirit, wonderful energy. But then they also talk about the salmon. Go figure. They show the eagle diving for the salmon, and they say seeing both sides. This is a way for a spirit to help you navigate and see both sides, being the predator and the prey. Because that salmon also, so you have the air aspect, you have the air aspect of being the intelligent one, and being the one that sees all sorts of things, different perspectives, things like that. But then you have the water aspect as well, that is salmon, that is all about successfully doing the things that you want to do in life. I know that's probably, if you look it up online, that's not what salmon's going to say, but you also put yourself into that. You have that emotional connection to that as well. But you have also something that you have another level coming. We call this leveling up, right? You're getting ready for some 2x4 therapy, and leveling up is coming your way. Connects to your dad too. Leveling up is coming your way. So you just have to kind of brace yourself when this does start to happen. The new level of communication. Oh, do you channel or do trance mediumship? Twang. Do you do trance mediumship? I'm going to step away from the channeling question. Do you do trance mediumship? Sometimes. So they're talking about that coming up. Two spirits, one body. If you guys are not familiar with transmediumship is the ability to absolutely step back into the back room and listen to what's coming out your mouth instead of being involved in what's coming out your mouth. Now, this can go with several different types of energies. I've heard people do it with energy from angelic realm, saints, ascended masters, extraterrestrial. I actually do extraterrestrial. So if you don't do that, or feel successful at that, or feel like you can do it when you want to do it, know that that leveling up is coming. Yeah. So it just feels as if a disconnect sometimes. That's transmediumship. But they're talking about 2x4 therapy coming your way. Trying to see what else they're trying to. Yeah, definitely talking. Definitely talking. I did this regularly when I did transmediumship regularly when I was living in Texas with my father. I took a year-long apprenticeship on this with Tony Stockwell. And I love doing it, but I just, when Bill passed, it was just really, I don't know, it disconnected me. And I'm working on getting that connection back right now, actually. Any suggestions on how to connect? That's a class, Donna. That's a class. Because it's not just me being able to tell you, it's walking through. I did hear one time from my guides that I was a channel source. Channeling is, it has a feeling that comes with it. So like when I'm teaching people how to do readings, right? When I'm teaching people how to tap into their psychic skills, there is different quadrants to it. And this surprises people sometimes. So like if I'm doing mediumship, it comes from here. If I'm doing psychic work and I'm hearing songs, it comes from here. If I'm getting information, it comes from here psychically. But if I'm getting channeling, it comes from over here, and it feels different than say transmediumship, which is I'm back here. It's the weirdest, weirdest thing. So there's different ways to go about doing this, and nobody's going to be the same because we are not cookie cutter. So it's not just I can tell you how it happens. It is we walk through it and we analyze it. We look at it and we go, okay, well, this could be this over here. Oh, I am Lulu. Did you send that to My Mystical Life? Yeah, I have a huge gap in time where I maybe it's in my junk mail. I'll have to look again. Send me another one. I am Lulu, and I'll scour all my stuff for it. Yeah, because I have like this, and I kind of blanked out for a little bit. I had, Sam took such awesome care of me when Bill passed away that I just needed to be totally right there for him. I'll look. And I have a horrible habit of opening them and just going, "Choo, squirrel." I'm working on it. Okay. All right. Everybody, I got to go let horses out because I'm sure they're cranky by now. And if you guys were on yesterday's show, did you guys see that huge Buddha that Sam sold? Holy cow. It was, how many inches tall? Does anyone remember? It was like huge, huge. And I didn't even get to cuddle it. I didn't get to keep it for any amount of time. It just went right out the door. I'm like, no. So, but that's okay. But he has these really cool new items in that he brought out last night. I was like, damn, man. But next weekend we didn't get to clearance stuff this week. We talked about it being a clearance sale and a regular price sale, but we didn't get to clearance stuff. But we did put a lot of metaphysical store stuff through. So we put candles through. We put a lot of different stuff like that through. Teas, candles, cards, all sorts of stuff that we have in the store. We started putting it through the sale last night. But next weekend, and I'll put an event up, is going to be strictly clearance stuff. I'm going through the closet. We have a huge closet of crystals that's not on the store. And then we have so much stuff on the floor that it's insane. So we're going to do strictly clearance crystal sale this upcoming weekend. And it's only going to be a 1 evening sale. It's not going to be a 2-day sale. So it's my husband. Hello. Good morning. I'm online. Are you watching? Okay. Hold. Is everything okay? Hold on 1 second. I was just closing out. Hold on 1 second. Everybody, find light, find love. I know those candles are fabulous. Find light, find love, find joy. Feel divine because you are. And Mr. Fry's on the phone. So if he were here, he'd say, may the light be with you always. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye, guys.